Namaste, welcome. So yeah, I just wanted to record this video of a class, so it won't be too long, probably be about 30 to 40 minutes. So hopefully it can maybe get you moving in the morning and have a little bit of groundedness within you as you go about your day. And really, I feel in this time, it's not the time to be working towards anything overly energetic and overly stimulating, because we're already quite stimulated at the moment with what's happening in the world and the media and all of these things that we have to think about and be concerned about a lot of the time. And so really it's quite a grounding moon style practice, which, just a brief overview, we're leaning into something called Samana and Apana. So generally these are cultivated through twisting and forward folds, and essentially the moon is a kind of a code word, it's code word for the mind. And so what yoga says in the traditional yoga tradition is that essentially what we're trying to do with any of our practices is not to perfect an external thing or to reach a certain goal physically. It's really to be able to tap into that inner state of quiet, inner state of calm, peace and connection at all times. And so really, when it comes down to it, that is there beneath everything else. And one thing that has stood out to me in recent times, especially with how we're with everything that's happening right now, it's stood out to me so much that we forget this part of ourselves a lot, and it's very easy to forget it. And so there's no shame about it, but it's just, for me, the practice of yoga is really remembrance and coming back to that place inside that is always at ease, that is always calm, and it's always kind of accepting of current situations, whatever is happening, and so it's about remembrance and being able to come back to that again and again. And to do that, you need to have a quiet mind, you need to be still, you need to have a stable foundation, and that's really what this practice is all about to me. And so my personal practice is more moon-based than anything else. That's right now, it might change, but so hopefully this serves you. And if you have a block, I don't know, if you guys are at home, you might not, but also what can work is a book. So if you have like a thick book or quite a solid kind of a book, that's always really helpful to use, and a blanket or a cushion, just something to sit on, and they're the only real requirements. We won't be doing anything too fancy. Okay, so we'll get started, and we're just going to come to lay down on your belly, on your back even, not your belly. So just lay down on the mat, palms can face up, just let your toes open wide, and the eyes can just gently close down. And so just for these first few breaths, take your attention to your abdomen. And just making some deep abdominal rhythmic breaths become your sole focus here. And just letting everything else around you start to fall away just for these first couple of moments. Just arrive in your body. And from here, just gently start to roll to one side and come all the way around. So we'll meet on all fours, hands and knees, wrists below the shoulders, hips over the knees, and just take a moment to find a nice balance here. Open out the fingertips, press to the floor so that your chest rounds slightly. And keep the back of the neck long, so we're not trying to lift the chin, we're keeping it tucked in, almost like a kind of a thumb face. We have a double chin going on, it's great. Just take a breath or two here. Now starting on your next exhale, tuck the toes underneath, push the floor away and lift the hips all the way up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, drop to the knees for a count of 4, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale, downward dog, breathe out for 5 this time, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come to the knees, breathe in for 4, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale, extend the breath out to down dog for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Continuing on, inhale stays at 4. The exhale this time will extend to a 7 count, slowing it right down. And your last one, in your own breath, breathe in for 4. And on the exhale, if it's comfortable to take the breath out to an 8 count, then go to 8. If not, just stay with 7. And just pausing here in downward facing dog. Knees can be slightly bent, palms pressed down. So focusing on lengthening out through the spine rather than getting the heels to the floor and the legs straight. Just continue to breathe into your belly. And from here, just look between the hands, bend the knees, and carefully walk, step, or hop to the top, but just keep the movement soft. Folding inwards, Uttanasana, hips go high. Again, slight bend through the knees if you need. Just letting the head be heavy. Hands can rest either on the floor or grabbing either elbows. Just letting your upper body fall down over the legs. And keeping the breath deep in the abdomen. So noticing when your mind starts to want to move out of the shape, and see can you hold it for 2 more breaths. And then on your next breath in, come up halfway. Hands to knees or shins, straight spine, and then exhale, folding back, Uttanasana. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, hands come to the hips and keeping the flat back, see can you rise up, pushing through the feet and opening out through the chest. Pausing here now in Tadasana, opening out the palms. And letting the eyes gently close. And so one of the most potent ways to get right into the body directly is by Utkatasana, so it's a chair pose dynamically. So I'll demonstrate it firstly. We'll go for a 6-2-4 ratio. So we'll inhale for 6, sitting down into Utkatasana. Hold the breath in for 2 counts, and then on an exhale, hinge for 4. Fingertips reach forwards, tailbone back. Now breathing in again, push through the feet, rising back for 6, holding in for 2, and exhaling for 4 to standing. Okay, so we'll go through it together now. Inhale, sit low for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 2. Exhale for 4, 2, 3, and 4. Breathe in, rise for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 2. Exhale for 4, 2, 3, and 4. Last time, inhale, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 2. Exhale for 4. Back up, rise for 6. Push through the feet to lift up. Hold it for 2. Straighten legs, lower arms for 4. And pause. So now moving to step the left foot back, right foot forwards. Taking the hands to the hips, and just make sure your hips are squared to the front of the mat. Moving into some Parasuttanasana, so left arm up, right hand is going to face out on your lower back. So taking a breath in, reach up through the fingertips. And now as you exhale, keep that right hip drawn back as you exhale and fold inwards. Keep the arm extended. Just getting the movement first of all. Inhale, rise back up. And now exhale, take the breath out to a 6 count. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Inhale, rise for 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, and 4. Exhale, hinging for 7 as you fold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. One more time in your own breath, the breath in for 4. Extending the breath out now to an 8 count. Slowing it down and releasing that need to push and strive. And once you reach the bottom with the hands, just hands to the mat or blocks or books if you have them. Draw the right hip back, take an inhale, halfway lift. And then as you exhale, folding in and down over that right leg. So if you don't reach the floor, you don't have books, just taking the hands to the shin here. Keep the right hip drawn back. Keep the feet firmly pressed to the floor, outer left foot especially ground down. And it's okay again to have a slight bend in the knee. Just maintain awareness on the breath in your belly. Next breath in, come halfway up. Exhale, hands come to the hips, and on a breath in again, push through the feet, rise up to standing. And just step your way gently forwards. Just reach out through the ankles, the knees, and then come straight down to the other side, left hip back, left foot forwards. And taking the left hand to face out, reach up the right hand, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, starting to hinge forwards and out over that left leg, folding in, just get the movement once again. Breathe in to rise. And breathe out to fold in for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, hinging out for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Inhale, 4, 2, 3, and 4. And the last time on your exhale, just go as long as you can, either 8 or 7 again. Just slowing it down. And once you reach the bottom, release both hands. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Exhaling, folding in, and again if you need the hands just to rest on the shin or blocks or your books, wherever they're at, just letting the head fall in, keeping the breath stable in the belly. Last deep breath in. And then halfway lift on an inhale, hands come to the hips. Deep breath to rise up. And then exhale to step forwards. And so now we're just going to take a wide stance. I'll come to face you. So the feet are pigeon-toed in. And the legs are more or less in line with the outer edges of the mat. And from here, just reach out the arms so that, as if you're being pulled from either direction on your fingertips. Make sure that ankles and the wrists are more or less in line with one another. And then just take the hands to the hips, open out through the chest and lift up through the chest. And as you exhale, now send the hips back, drop the chin and chest forwards. Take another breath in, lengthen through the spine. And another exhale to fold a little bit deeper, just as far as you go naturally. Knees can slightly bend and the hands will either come to the floor, to fingertips or to blocks. Now take a halfway lift, breathe in for a count of 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale to fold in for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, rise for 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, fold in for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Take 2 more rounds in your own breath, inhaling for 4 to rise up. Exhaling twice as long as the breath in to fold all the way down. Once you reach the bottom of that last exhale, hold the fold. Come back to a normal breath, but allow each inhale to extend right to the abdomen, and each exhale to move up and out from the abdomen. Just dropping all of your attention to your breath. Last inhale. Next breath in, rise halfway up. Exhale, hands come to the hips, keep a flat back, push through the feet, and as you inhale, rise all the way back now to standing. Pausing, just let the hands rest by your side. Just feel that downward moving force. It's apana vayu. Let your breath return to normal. And just slowly turn your left toes towards the top of the mat. Lower the hands and just step all the way back, and we're going to meet down on our bellies. Our belly down back bend. So it's quite a grounding exercise here, taking the hands to the low back. Keep the gaze low, chin tucked in, and on your inhale, lift through the chest, reach the right arm forwards. And then exhale, reach the right arm down and around, turn the right ear to the floor and release. Breathe in, chest lifts, left arm around. Exhale to lower, turn the left cheek to the mat and release. A few more, inhaling right arm, adding in the left leg if you wish, so opposite hand to foot. Exhale to lower, turn the right cheek. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale to lower and opposite cheek. A few more in your own breath. Each inhale lifts you, each exhale lowers you. Just alternating sides. And then after your last round, just resting the forehead down on the hands. With your hips a gentle shake from side to side. And just take some slow and steady breaths here. Feel the belly expand against the floor. And soften away as you exhale. And then from here, just pushing your way back through to Vajrasana, hips to heels, kneeling, palms face up. Just letting the breath soften again. And then slowly just come around to sit. We'll do some final seated poses. So from this side. So we'll start by drawing the left knee in and then cross it over the right. If you want to stay here with the right leg out, that's perfect. If you want to then bend it and take the bottom lie around, you can, but only if the hip doesn't lift from the floor. If the hip lifts up, then just keep the leg extended. So with the left leg crossed over, take the left arm behind you, take the right arm up, take a full breath in. And now on your exhale, twist to the left, either elbow to the inner left thigh or just wrapped around. Inhale, extend, lift through the chest, flex the right toes, and then exhale, maybe take it a bit further. You can see how it feels to look over the right shoulder, the left shoulder, but don't force anything. Keep the breath in the belly. Last deep breath in. And then slowly unravel and just change sides. So whichever leg you had out before, change it over. And take the same option you did on the other side, so either leg extended or bent. And then right arm back, inhale, left arm up, and exhaling to twist, taking it to the opposite side. So whatever leg is on top, you should be twisting towards that side. The inhale lifts through the chest, extends through the spine. And the exhale twists you a little bit deeper, keeping the breath stable in the abdomen. And then on a breath in, unravel, come back to the center. And just let both legs now extend out. If you need some support here beneath the hips, if you have tight hamstrings, or if you just feel like you need some help with the folding forwards, you can sit up on a blanket just to have that little bit of a pelvic tilt. And also, if you have tight hamstrings, something underneath the knees can be very helpful here too. So just starting with the hands by your hips, Dandasana, toes drawn back. Take a breath or two just to let your spine lengthen, as if you're breathing into the whole trunk of your body. And on the next inhale, let the arms extend up so that they're parallel in line with the ears. Keep them straight. Inhale, lengthen. And on an exhale, hinging from the hips just about 1/3 of the way, so you fold in. And then inhale, come back up. Exhale, fold in a little bit more, about 2/3 this time. Last time, inhale, lead with the thumbs, rise up. And then on your exhale, folding in, going all the way into a fold. Paschimottanasana, hands to either shins, ankles, feet, toes, wherever you reach naturally without forcing. Take a breath in, lift the heart towards your toes. And then on a breath out, slowly allow the chest, the chin to drop in. Again, without forcing, just allowing gravity and your exhale breath to do the work. Soften into the pose. Inhale, extend the arms forwards, thumbs facing up and leading with the thumbs now. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the floor, just let yourself lean back, bend the knees. And then on an exhale, just let yourself lay down all the way onto the mat, knees drawn in. You can take your choice of final shape. Either happy baby might work for some people, or reclined butterfly with the soles of the feet together, knees wide. But after you've taken that, just come back to a neutral place with the knees drawn in. One hand to either knee. And allow your attention again to fall to your belly breaths. As you inhale now, push the knees away from you, straighten the elbows. As you exhale, draw them close, squeeze the knees in. If A few more times. The inhale pushes the knees away, extends the elbows, and the exhale draws them in. Just in your own breath. Inhale, push the knees away. Exhale, squeeze them close. And then finally, just letting the knees draw in, come back to a static hold. Without lifting the head, can you tuck the chin a little closer to your chest? And just keep breathing to the belly. And in your own time, one by one, just let the legs extend back down the mat. Taking any final adjustments you might need for Savasana, and just